everyone. Welcome to my comfy couch. All right. Make sure you guys say hello when you get on the chat, okay? I'm Nicole here, the host of My Comfy Couch. I am the host, and this is a dating podcast where we try to unite single men and women and through honest conversation. So, we're going to talk today about how men rate women. So, I have to make a big disclaimer before we start. Us rating is just on the physical, how men view things physically. It has nothing to do with your worth as a woman and what you bring to society, okay? So I don't want you guys looking these men up, trying to find them on their social media to let them know how you feeling, okay? We're just here to let you guys know, to gain some insight on how men view women physically. So I'm gonna put some images up and I'm gonna have the guys here rate them. So just give me one moment here. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. All right. So I'm gonna show an image of each of these women and I want you guys to rate them for me. Guys, anyone who's watching at home, I want you guys to write in the chat too. So if you're a guy watching, I want you to write on here what you would rate these women. And females who are watching, I want you to write what you think the guys are gonna rate the woman. So that way we can gauge how much women know about guys. Okay, Lorena, so you and we're going to, think about what we think the guys are going to rate this. And guys, you're going to tell me what it is. Okay. So this is number 1. Can you guys see the image? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody see it? Okay. So I'm going to give you guys like 5 seconds to check her out and let me know what you guys think about
So is the
her.
scale 1 through 10?
Yes, good question. The scale is 1 to 10. Okay, 1 is not so great, 10 is absolutely amazing. Okay, so this is the first person that we have on. Okay, did everybody get their number? Guys, you got their number? Joffrey, Omari, Thaddeus. Sorry, I forgot to introduce you guys. You guys got your numbers?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Lorena, did you get your number? Okay. So let's see what the average is here. I'm gonna start with the screen. Joffrey, what number would you give her?
Give her about a 7.
A 7. Okay. Omari, what would you give her?
I gave her 6.
6? Okay, so you got 6, 7. Thaddeus, what would you give her?
I'll give her a 9.
A 9. Oh my God, so that's such a big difference. 6, 7, and 9. Wow. Okay. So, Lorena, I thought the guys, what number did you think the guys were going to give her?
Okay, so based on a conversation that I recently had with some friends, I would have rated her higher, but because I think I understand how they think now, I thought they're gonna give her a 6.
I thought they were going to give her a 6 too.
Yes, so that's what I thought.
Okay, so we have 1 6, 1 7, 1 9. So I do want to hear from you guys. Hi, thank you for joining. Please write in the chat. Let me know who you are so I can say goodnight. Hey Nadia. So we're having the guys on the show rate women, and since you're a woman, I want you to put the number that you think the guys are going to rate these ladies. So Joffrey said, did you say 6? Joffrey said 7. Omari said 6, and Thaddeus said 9. So I want to hear, because that's a big difference. Omari, tell me, why did you give her a 6?
I mean, she looks normal. I mean, I'm not gonna remember. I'm not gonna like not. I'm not gonna like be hard to forget her. I mean,
Yeah, so you're not gonna like take a double take. It's like, okay, she looks regular.
Yeah, she looks cute though. Yeah.
Okay, 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 Joffrey, your number was just above that. Is that why you gave a seven, or why did you give a seven?
Same, kind of the same reason. She's cute and all that, but she's kind of skinny, but it's okay. She's cute. It's not. I'm not cooking, but I wouldn't say she's unattractive.
Okay, so now Thaddeus, you gave the girl a nine. Why did you give her a nine?
Man, we have a tough crowd tonight. We have a tough this first of all she has it looks like her natural hair. That's the first thing, right? So if she looks like the type of girl
Oh,
who like her hair fits her
That
profile,
ain't that ain't
right?
her hair.
So that's number one. If we're talking about 1 to 10, I mean we're talking about like the higher you go, it's the more rare that you are because beauty is kind of rare, right? So number one, that's kind of rare to find. Let's just be honest, black woman who wear her natural hair and it looks good. That's number one. Number two, her face is definitely impeccable. She looks like she has nice teeth.
mm.
Her nose is like it's nice. Her features are symmetrical. She looks like she has a collarbone, which is very, very, very rare to find these days. And she looks like she is in shape, and that is very rare to find these days. Very well put together. She looks like that it's hard to find someone that put together. She looks like either she has won the genetic lottery or she goes to the gym very often. And look at her legs, silky smooth skin. Nah, man, I bet she got pretty feet too. Like
So he ready for some action.
Wow, so Thaddeus went down to the nitty gritty. I appreciate that going, one thing at a time. So Thaddeus says he's basing it based on what you see on the day to day. So she's got a lot of qualities that are rare from the women that you normally see.
the only ways that she lost points is she looks like she has like stock factory issued like front and back. Like there's nothing much there. Like yeah, you just gonna get like A or B cups, and then in the back maybe just regular. There's nothing
Regular.
on it.
Say hi when you get on the chat. Thank you. We're rating women. So we're having the guys look at the pictures, rate the women. So on this one, we got a 6, a 7, and a 9. So that is very interesting. So Larina, we were kind of close-ish. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next image, okay? Okay, so number 2. This is who we have. Guys, write down what you would rate number 2. Laurina and Nadia and any ladies in the chat, write down what you think the guys are gonna rate her. Guys, you got your number?
Yep.
Yeah? Omar, yeah?
Yes.
Thaddeus?
Yes.
Okay, Larina? Larina, do you have your number?
I do, yeah.
Okay, Nadia, let me see what number you think the guys are gonna give her. Okay, so let's start with the ladies. Laurina, what do you think the guys are gonna rate her?
I think guys are gonna rate her either a 9 or a 10.
Ooh, I think 9 too. Larina, we're here. I like
Yeah,
it.
we are
Okay.
connected. Yeah.
I'm thinking they're gonna say 9. So let's see what the average is gonna be. Okay, Daddy, what did you give her?
7.
Wow, a 7. All right now. Thaddeus said 7.
Yeah.
Omari and
Rated.
Joffrey
Because
are
I can break it down for you too. Her hair doesn't look like that's her natural hair. It looks like she has like clip-ins, like extensions. Her face, I mean, she looks like she has a ton of makeup. So that's probably one of those types of girl. Like once she washes it all off, take off the August eyelashes. She'd probably just be like your average girl. Now she is in shape, so I gave her more points for that. But like she doesn't have any particular like she's standing to the side to like kind of make her butt look like more than what it is. But it's probably like standard factory issue.
damn. Thaddeus. Shoot. Okay, so it looks like Thaddeus is really about the natural. Like you prefer that natural look, huh?
I mean, you could have enhance is fine, but it's just like you just have to look well put together. Like you can't, you like things has to be where it needs to be for it to be up there in the numbers.
Okay, woo, Thaddeus gave a 7. Lot of mercy. Omari, what number?
I give her a 7 as well.
Wow!
Yeah,
Wow.
and I wrote mine down too. So if you want to check the receipts, yeah, I have it. I mean, same thing. I think I went back to image 1. I don't. I I'm a natural hair kind of person too, and it looked like she didn't have a natural hair, so I kind of like I would have went a little bit higher. So for this one, I can really tell this is not her hair. The makeup same way, the stand. I mean, I think she looked cute. She washed everything off and just go natural. I mean, but all the extra stuff, I'm not into makeup at all. I don't give points for makeup. I actually take away for that. And it's kind of heavy right here in the eye area. It look kind of like dark. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, so it looks like guys are both preferring the natural. Nadia thought you guys were going to give her 8. So far our numbers have been too high, ladies. All right, Joffrey, are you rolling with the
I
other guys?
no, I did give her an 8. Based on what I see here, yeah, she's about an 8. I can't. She's standing from the side, so I don't know how natural her parts are, but just based on this image here, in terms of her hair, I mean, I don't. This girl is not black, so I mean, that could be her natural hair. And as far as her makeup is concerned, her face looks well formed enough to where I wouldn't expect to be like frightened if I see her without a makeup on. So
Okay.
just based on the image I see here, I give her about an 8.
Okay, so we got an 8. All right. So we got 2 sevens and an 8. All right, let's go to the next image. All right, so this is image number 3. Alrighty, so I should talk about these. So the first image, she looked like, just regular average built type woman. So this one is a little thicker, right? So it looks like she's got, more on the bottomish and top to bottom ratio there. I want you guys to rate it. And ladies, rate what you guys think the guys are going to do. Thank you guys for joining. We have the guys online here rating these different images. You guys could join along. If you're a guy, go ahead and put the number that you'll rate this image. If you're a woman, please let us know what you think the guys are going to rate. Okay. So, okay. Lorena, you got your number? Okay. Guys, you got your number?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with Amari. Amari, what number did you give her?
Oh, you got to pick on me all the time.
No, I'm trying to do an order, trying to switch it up on who I put first.
All right. I'm done. I feel so terrible objectifying women tonight.
Not
Why?
man, just using your eyes.
This is not bad. Again, this is not saying that this is worth, her worth or her value. This is just
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah. I got
and
you. All
when a
right.
guy looks at them, how the guy would see them. You get what I'm saying? It's just for
Yeah.
women to understand that because we have oftentimes discussions, Lorena and our men group, and as I've done the show, and it looks like us women, like we may not be really seeing women the way that guys see women. So this is supposed to be like an eye-opening type of discussion here, okay? So no objectifying. It's just for information, okay? All right. So
So,
Nadia thinks you guys are gonna give her 8. So Omari, did you give her a low number? Is that why you feel bad? What number did you give her?
so I so I gave her a 5.
Okay.
She's just not my type. That's all.
Okay. Why is she not your type? What's wrong
I
with her?
mean, the hair. She look like she kind of tall. Um, I don't know. She don't do nothing for me. I just don't get excited when I see her.
Okay,
Like,
so you
you
said her
know,
height,
that is like that's with the little neck bone. She's probably gonna say something wrong with this one because she can't see the neck bone. But
Okay, so you got an issue with the height, the hair, the neck bone. Okay, what about her body type? Her body type isn't what you like?
no, this is a regular day.
Okay, not a regular day. Okay, so I got a 5 from Omari. Joffrey, what'd you give her?
I gave her about a 5 too.
Okay, so she's got a 5 too. Why'd you give her a 5?
Because I don't find her unattractive, but I'm not like, I wouldn't necessarily double take at her just at a first glance. I
Okay,
don't know.
gotcha.
I mean, I'm looking at like the way her hips are formed and stuff like that, and I'm not moved.
Okay, you're not moved. Audience, what number? Let me hear you. What number are you giving her?
5. Like you said, it's pretty average. She actually is kind of cute in the face. And this is goes to show you, women, how important um, your body is as well in when we're factoring the entire, especially when it comes to black men. I've seen this time and time again. Even if the girl is, she could, I won't say hideous, but let's say she's not even a five in the face, but she got that booty. They will forego the face for them to have the bodies, because body is very very important. So that goes with the face. So I guarantee if you take her face and you had put it on one of the other one, you would see that everybody would have rated her much higher. But as far as the entire package goes, five.
Ooh, so we got a unanimous 5 from the guys for this lady. Larina, what number did you think that they were going to give her?
Honestly, it was between a 6 and a 7.
Me too. I thought it was 6.5. I thought she was going to get a 6.5.
Yeah, because oh my god. So from my conversations with men, a lot of my friends prefer thigh, and booty. She has a pretty face. Now, if we think 5 is really average and like you wouldn't turn your head, like to keep looking, I think men would like turn around to see what else she has. 'Cause
I felt like that
Nah.
too.
that's
This is
No,
just
no,
based on the image in front of us. Of course, if you're walking past her, you see her like, okay. Then when you pass, you might wonder, what do we, what do we got? We working with behind, but
yes, but
you
to
could
just
tell
me,
how
based on this
she's built. You
image.
could tell how she's built that that's not the traditional shape that most men would go after.
Right, yeah, that's what I was mean when I talked about
Yeah,
the
so
shape of her hips and all of that. I'm
yes,
like, I'm
that's not
not.
the traditional shit so women think that, like, and this is a common mistake, misconception with women when they talk about, like, well, with men like thick women. It's like, no, no, not the traditional thick in which you would think. It still has to be proportioned. So yeah, we might like thick women, but it still has to be proportioned. And if you could tell, like, if the fat is in the wrong place, like if it's looks like it's in her stomach and not where it needs to be, yeah, then we're like, yeah, that's not the thick that we're talking about.
See, and
There's
that's
a
why.
ratio basically, right?
Yeah,
So the stomach can't be thicker than the rump. If the girl got a little pouch, that's fine. Or she even got a little stomach, that's fine. But if her booty there's an explosion back, it kind of offsets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think of it like a weighing scale, even.
So that's what's so
Think of it like
interesting
that.
to see how Lorena and I, because I think that's how women think. Like, if you have a really pretty face, and I think that she has body too. It looks like she has boobs and hips and stuff. So it looks to me looks like she has a proportion that you would look back at. But that's why we're having this discussion, because I think like Lorena, like somebody would look back at her. She looks pretty and she looks like she has body, and it looks like if she turned around, she has some booty and hips. So that is very interesting. Okay, so everybody gave her a 5. Let's go to the next one. Don't forget, if you guys are watching at home, play along, okay? Next one. So you guys should know who she is. Who is this?
it's
It's
just
Jill
This is
Scott.
Jill Scott. Now, I wanted to mention this body type because it looks like she's heavier on the top and then the bottom is smaller. So I wanted to know how you guys felt about that shape. So if you guys could just write your number down for this kind of body type. And Larina, let's see if we can figure the guys out on this one. Guys,
Nicole, I
this,
feel like
this is where you start to get into niches now.
Yeah.
Yeah, some guys like it like all the way at the top. Some guys like it all the way at the bottom. Some like most guys. Most guys are going to be one or the other.
Yeah. You might
all
you
right,
might change throughout your life.
we're about to find out now. So Nadia thinks you're going to give her a 6. Okay. I think you guys are going to give her a 4. Lorena, what number you think they're going to give her?
I was gonna give her a 5 because of her body shape, but she has a pretty face. I think she has a really pretty face. Now, body shape kind of like puts too much attention on top, less attention at the bottom. Now, I personally believe she's really pretty, but again,
This is what we
men
think the guys are going to say.
so different.
So you're
Guys are gonna say 5.
okay. So you say 5. Okay. So I
Yeah.
say 5 or say 4. Okay, guys, let us have it. Nadia said 6. So we said 4, 5, and 6. Guys, let us have it. Joffrey, what number would you give her?
I kind of feel like I should recuse myself from rating her because I really like Jill Scott as a person, and
Oh, you
she
like
is, like Lorena said, she's extremely pretty. But if I were just looking just at her shape, her shoulders are broader than her hips. I would give her more of a 3 or 4.
a 3 or 4? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3 or 4 because of the
If it was
ratio
a
of the
different
body.
woman,
Okay.
yeah.
How about you, Omari? What number would you give her?
I mean, I have a friend of mine. He will be like, "That's a 10," because he likes the racks up top. He's a heel dress man all day. He'll be his celebrate. He couldn't wait to give his score. But yeah, I'm not too much for a breast. Like I'll take an A cup, because I'm not a
Ditto,
breast man
yeah.
really at
Okay.
all. So I'm gonna give her a 4. I
Okay.
think,
So we
yeah, I think she's really pretty. And when she had a fro, I'm like, damn, she look pretty. But the
Yeah,
shape, I'm not.
yeah.
That's not me. I won't. Nah.
okay. So we got a 3, 4, and a 4. Thaddeus, what number you giving her?
5. I think this is what average looks like.
Oh, really?
This is what an average woman looks like.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting.
And
Okay.
average is not bad. Like, average is just average.
Yeah, most people
Most
look like
people
that.
look like this.
So you like mom bod?
For me personally, I would rate her a lot higher because I am like that guy's buddy. So I personally would rate, but in general, yeah, she 5.
So in general, what are you giving her? Are you giving her a 5 too? What number are you giving her personally? That's what we want to know.
Probably like an 8.
Ooh, that is cute. So you love the movies, huh?
I think
All right now.
he was trying to be objective.
Okay, so he gave her an
Yeah,
8.
and when I'm rating, I'm not rating based on my personal preference, by the way. I'm rating more based on like what I know that this she's gonna appear to like the general public.
Okay, so why don't you give me both numbers each time? Give me what you think what your
Yeah.
number would be and what the general number is, because that's interesting.
Yeah. So
Okay.
generally, yeah, it's 5.
5,
Definitely
but for you it's an 8.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, so we got 3, 4, and 5 for regular, but if he's a boobs dude, he'll probably give her more. Charlie said, nah, Jill not a 4. Y'all boys ain't been in the trenches. He said 5. Okay,
Yeah.
so it looks on average she's getting a 4, 5-ish area. Okay.
Yeah, I guess like what Tadia says, sometimes people are like, under pressure from public opinion to like rate somebody high because everybody loves Halle Berry. So everybody's supposed to be like giving her 10 all the time or 9 all the time, but everybody has their own preference. So
All
it
right, that's
changes.
right. So that's why it's good to know. All right. So next one, guys. Woo! All right. So now we got this body type where it's really small on the top and then blink, boom, bam. At the bottom, you got the
I
really,
think I know who submitted this photo.
It's not even like, there's not no face. Where's the face? Like you cut the whole.
oh, sorry. This picture didn't have the face. This was like a shopping type website. So
Yeah,
it just
but
had the clothes.
I think
you
it's
could tell
AI,
how
to
she
be
looks.
honest with you.
You have enough information.
So
You could
just
tell how
give
she
me on
looks.
the
Yeah.
body. On this one, you could just
I
give me
think
on the body.
she'll turn heads. I think she would.
Will it turn heads for the good reason or
For
bad
the,
reason?
the type of men I know, she would.
So again, guys in the chat, let us know what you would rate this woman. Women who are watching, let me know what you guys think the guys are gonna rate her. Okay. All right. So let's get our number, Laurie. All right. Let's get our numbers in our minds. And oh my gosh. Okay. Alrighty, so Nadia thinks you guys are going to give her a 7. I think you guys are going to give her a 4. Lorena, what numbers do you think you're going to give her?
Dang. I'm with Nadia on this one. I think they're gonna give her a 7, but like I know Thaddeus won't. I know on the Joffrey scale, she's like really high up. This
All
is a
right.
tough one. This
Charlie
is a tough
gave her
one.
a 3. 3. She got too many bodies. What? Okay, so Charlie gave her a 3. All right.
He's rating based on what he think her personality is. No, we're just talking about physics.
Wait, what do you mean too many bodies? He thinks she a
she-
thought?
Oh, I mean, come on. You see the phone in the hand, coffee. In the
Oh my
Like,
God. Listen,
yes.
we are rating based on what you see.
That look right
Body.
there. Yeah, you already know.
Oh my God.
You
That
already know.
is, what number would you give the girl?
For me,
Yeah.
8.
8. 8. Woo! Daddy has said 8.
I mean, you look at her; she's cute in the face. You can see her collarbones.
Daddy has
Which
said a
means
damn
Yeah,
collarbone.
and then look at her stomach area. So how
Uh-huh.
thin it is. So that is a very good ratio where you have thin waist, and
Uh-huh.
then she stick at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's very very
Super
good.
thick. This is just
Are the
thick.
collarbones really that important?
Yes, ratio is very very important.
No, the collarbone to be
Yes,
like
yes, definitely the collarbone.
no,
'Cause
no,
that
I have
shows
that.
that
Like
that
by
shows that
bone structure, they like don't show too much.
yeah,
Okay, Daddy. So you give the girl an 8?
yeah, I would
Okay,
say
you got
that.
an 8. All right. Joffrey, tell me, what number would you give her?
If she were real, I'd probably give her an 8 too. But I think that's an AI.
You said if she was
rating.
what? Real?
If she were real, I would probably give her an 8.
Oh,
But I'm
why
looking
would
at
you
the
give
way
her 8?
well, this is all right. It's not real, but yeah, I like she's thick. Her hips, she's got wide hips. I like that, but again, I'm looking at the curve of her hips, and I'm like, nah, that's not the way that forms. I'm looking at her fingernails as well, and that's why I'm like, nah, this is AI generated pic. Her
Whoa.
face is.
So,
I don't want to be that guy, but yeah, she's not real. So
okay.
technically, she gets a 0. But if she were real,
Okay,
if she
so
were real, I would give her like a 7.5 to 8 because she would be better formed if she were real. So
okay, so if she was real, you guys would give it 8 so far, 8 and 8. And Omari, what number would you give her?
I gave her a 6. I
Okay,
mean, she looks pretty. She got nice skin, got nice hair going and everything. But on a regular day, I don't want to deal with all that.
Nah, we didn't ask what you want to do, bro. Just because then now you start looking at your
But
personality.
you telling us you want to deal with natural hair, right?
so what you don't want to deal with? She have too much down there for you?
It's a lot going on, man. Like, I mean, like, look, what we talking about? We're talking about like
Is she
sex.
attractive to
smash,
you?
Would you
smash, or
smell
I
it?
have
Would you?
it
Yeah.
and
Would
deal with
you?
this.
It's just
Like,
how attractive is she to you? So she's a
Mhm.
6 because
it
she have a
depends
little
on
bit
what kind of
more
night
down
it
there
is.
for you.
And well, so this
So that's fine. That let
What-
the man give a 6 now.
okay, but that's fine. But this goes to another point too. That guys has two different rating systems. One is for the wifey, and one is for the smash.
Oh my God, is that true, guys? Or are y'all just giving the number
Because
across the board?
for instance, like this,
100%. That's what my dilemma is.
this right here, most guys would be like, yes, I definitely would like to smash this. So it'd be high on the smash list, but very, very low on the wifey list.
See, that's
Okay,
it right
so-
there, and I'm not.
I know that you would be confused.
So you guys giving the girl an 8, but you wouldn't marry her because of the body type?
Most guys would not.
But how could she be
No,
an
I
8
disagree.
and you don't want to
with
marry
that.
her?
Yeah. No, I
Joffrey, is
disagree
that
with
true?
Yeah. Nah, not for babies.
What if,
I would marry that body type. That's not a problem at all.
oh
yeah.
my gosh.
But Jeffrey, like you deep in lust right now. So like you
I'm
right
actually not because she's not real. That's an AI program. But look, later down the line, there'll be a better example. You'll see.
Oh my God.
All
Okay,
right,
so
all right.
it looks like 2 of the guys gave her an 8 and 1 of the guys gave her a 6. Okay, so it's very interesting because Lorena, you thought they were gonna give her what, a 7?
8.
You thought they were gonna give her 8,
I
and I
thought
thought
they
you
were
guys
gonna-
were gonna give her 4. So that's
Yeah,
why
I
I'm
think-
so confused because I'm thinking when you guys look at the bottom part, it looks like fat to you. It doesn't
Yes,
look
but
like
it's proportion fat. So fat is not bad as long as it's in the right area.
okay.
When fat is in the wrong areas, that's when it's bad.
Okay.
So because you could have some women who are super thick. Like you know what? I should have sent you some photos of them, and I would
I
give
gotta
those
cover that.
8, 9, 10, and those are good women.
Oh my
But the thing
gosh.
is, they are so well proportioned that it's just like it's just you just staring at it like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Okay, now, so again, ladies, this is for us to learn now what we have in our mind and how guys think.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
It's about proportion.
Okay, we're going to the next picture here. So you guys know her from Precious. Listen, so this body type where they are plus size and the shape really isn't defined. Okay, so What do you guys think about this? So, ladies in the chat, let me know. Write down in the chat what y'all think the guys are gonna rate her. That is, I know you holding back the laugh. Why?
Like, why you even do this?
I'm glad you caught him first. I'm
Thaddeus!
so glad.
Thaddeus!
The eggs, an egg with legs.
Thaddeus! Anyway, lady, hi Anisha, thank you for joining. Listen, we're rating these, we're learning how guys view women. So let us know what you guys think the guys are gonna rate this lady here. Okay, so Nadia thinks you guys are gonna give her a 4. Lorena, what you think these guys are gonna give her?
I think they are going to give her a 2.
I think so too. I think they're gonna give her a 2. Nadia thinks 4. Okay, who wants to be the jerk to give her the low number first? Thaddeus, you look like you don't mind. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Y'all not jerks. So again, this is just informative. This has nothing to do with your worth as a human. This is just so you to understand how men view women, okay? Disclaimer all throughout this episode. Thaddeus, what number would you give her?
I would say 2.
2. Okay, so Thaddeus got 2. All right, Omari, tell me. You have a question or you give her 1? Omari, listen. Omari, so
I
Omari.
was not raising my hand. Not raising my hand.
So we got a 1, we got a 2. Joffrey, what number would you give her?
I gave her a 1 as well.
Okay, so we got 1, 1, and a 2. Okay, so Lorena, we were kind of on point with that one. Okay, so it's good again to learn again. So if you do have this body type and look, you might be looked at as a 1, but we are going to talk about things we can do to perhaps up our numbers. So after we do this, we're going to have a full discussion, okay? All right, so Thadia said she tore back. Oh, God, I can't even read this. Charlie gave her a 1.5. You know what? I'm okay. 1.5. Okay. So again, we're gonna talk about how we can raise our number and other things. Okay. Next.
Well,
yes.
Nicole.
Yes.
I mean, depending on the guy, she wouldn't really have to raise her number. Though there are a lot of guys out there that are really into like women this size, like seriously into them.
Okay.
The size is fine, but like I said, it's all in the proportion. Like she could be the same size, but if you're wearing all of your weight around your stomach, and then you have little titties on top of that, then that's
So that's the issue with the proportion.
And then she has a flat booty, big stomach, little titties. There's not much.
She got a pretty smart. I mean, there's some guys that are, like you said, they'll be with her because she's big and then she loses weight. They'll leave.
Some brothers starving. Some brothers, some brothers.
Not only because they're starving, there are some that's their thing. But on average, because we're trying to get on average. On average,
I don't think that's
the number is going to be lower.
I don't think that's somebody's thing.
Man, I know a guy. He left the girl when she lost weight.
Okay, so it's this again. We're just getting the general kind of thoughts on the person. Of course, there's someone for everyone. Okay, next. All right, so this lady, she's next. She looks like she's a little bit thicker than the regular, but her body seems to me kind of boxy. Like she's got a kind of boxy look to me. That's my thoughts. So I put her on here to see, what do you guys think about that body type? All right, guys, rate it. Larina, Nadia, I don't see no comments from the ladies that much in here. I mean, I see a few. Nadia, tell me, what do you think they're going to rate her? Come on, other ladies. Anisha, what do you think the guys are going to rate this lady? Okay, let's see. Okay, I got my number. Larina, you got your number?
Yes, I think they will rate her a 6.
Oh, you say 6. I say 3. So we are totally not in agreement on this one. Nadia says 5. So we got 3, 6, and 5. Okay. Joffrey, you want to start us off? What number did you give her?
I was giving her about a 3. Between 2
3.
And 3.
So Joffrey, now why did you give her a 3? Tell me.
Well, the way I rate when it's like this, a visual 1 to 10, it's basically if I were trapped on an island with them, how enthusiastic would I be about passing the time? And with her, it'd be like, okay, about 3. Like, it could be worse.
Oh,
that kind of thing. It sounds crass, but that's just the truth of the matter.
okay, and that's what I appreciate you being honest. Okay, so 3. Jay says 4. Okay, so we got a 3 and we got a 4. Anisha thinks you guys are gonna say 5. Nadia thinks you guys are gonna say 5. Okay, how about you, Amari? What number are you giving her? Sorry?
So, Gio, right? You mentioned something very important, right? So I used to work on the cruise ships, and we have this thing called ship eyes. So after
Uh-huh.
you go on the cruise, let's say day one, you might see her and you're like, so my rating for her personally is a 3. She got like very big, she got very thick, stubby fingers. She just looks like she'd be aggressive as hell. but
Oh, she's aggressive.
but
Why?
she just look that like that whole hand. She look aggressive as hell. She look like she yelling. The them eyelashes.
Yeah, yeah, but we're not talking about personality.
But I'm
Body
saying
language.
it's
Body
bleeding.
language.
Can't psychoanalyze it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
To me, it's
visual.
not bleeding out though. It's bleeding out though. It's like to me, it's bleeding out. But anyway, the longer you go on the ship, the finer the chick gets. You know, you go 3-4 days on the ship, so she might be at 3 today. She might turn to 2-4 days down in the cruise. You never know. But yeah, she's a 3 to me. But
Wow.
sure, she's too aggressive though.
Okay, so Amari, you said 3. Was that your final number?
Yeah, 3.
3. Okay, so we got 2 3s, right? Okay. Thaddeus, what's your number?
I would say 5.
5. Oh,
This is what a 35-year-old plus woman looks like.
Okay.
This is the average woman at 35 plus.
okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So that's the average number is a 5. What
Yeah.
would you personally give her? Would you give her a 5 as well?
In my book,
Yes,
no, she would get like a 3.
a 3. Okay. Okay. So we got 3 3s if you're just looking at from your personal thoughts. So okay, so we got across the board, we got a 3 on this one. Jay said 4, so 3.5 for her. Okay. Charlie gave her a 4 as well. So she's around a 3 or 4. Okay. All righty. We got a couple more here. All right, this is the next one. Again, ladies, let me know what you guys think she's gonna get. And guys in the chat, let me know what you're rating her. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Okay, I got my number. I think the guys are gonna give her a 10. What do you think, ladies? What do you think the guys are gonna give her? What do you think, Laurina?
She's a 9.
Okay, so
According to
you say
men.
9.
Yeah.
You say 9?
Yeah, 9.
Okay, 9. I say 10. Ladies in the chat, let me know. Okay, I think Nadia said 8. So we got 8, 9, and 10. Let's see what these guys think. Omari, what do you think? What number would you give her?
10.
Omari said a 10.
She got the cheeks. She got full cheeks. She got thick. And that's she got the hair. I like that kind of hair. She look like a couple of my exes.
All right now. Ooh, Anisha thinks you guys are gonna give 8s. Okay. So 10. We got a 10 from Amari. Okay. Joffrey, what number are you giving her?
About an 8, pretty much. But it's you know what? Let me bump it down to maybe about like a 7.8. And that's just because I want to see a front on also, you know what I mean? Just so I can get a full, because this is slightly profile. She's very pretty. From what I can see here, about a 7.8. But if I can see her from the front, I can get a nice gauge of like her hips to shoulder ratio, you know?
But didn't you get the AI a 5 or something? You get the AI like a 5, you give her like close to this, like.
What's it again?
So I couldn't hear you, Amari. What'd you say?
Didn't you give the AI like a 5 or something?
No, he gave the AI an 8.
No, the AI, if she were real, she would get an 8, but she's
You get the AI an 8, but she gets 7.8 because you gotta see a little bit more angle.
Technically, the AI is 0. I said that the AI, there's a real version of the AI that I gave a 10.
Okay, so from this angle, you give it a 7.8, but if she stood forward and the hips were wide, she'd probably get more points. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right,
Very
Daddy,
pretty.
what number
Very
would you give her?
I'll go with 8 as well.
8. Okay, why not a 10?
She's a little chubby.
Okay, so you're a little chubby for your taste?
Not for my taste, but just in general. Like
Okay.
she's not in shape, you know?
Oh, you wouldn't call her in shape. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so you say 7. What about you personally? What would be your number personally for this one?
This is what I call my kryptonite.
Yo, kryptonite.
This is what I call
red woman killing.
What would
If,
your
if
number be?
definitely a 10.
Thank
All
you.
right now. Ooh.
Thank you.
So Thaddeus and Amari, if they had to, from their perspective, it would be a 10.
10
But according to
all day, yeah.
all day,
All day 10.
all day, day. Joffrey, she
Third.
said it's 7.8, but if she turned to the front and them hips
Just
spread,
so I can review better.
go up.
That's yeah.
All right, so it's good to know. Jay actually gave her a 7.5 or 8. Okay, so that's interesting. Charlie gave her a 7 too for the body. He said too much going on with the makeup. Okay, so it looks like you're more on the natural side too. Okay, it's really interesting. So,
You could
ladies,
tell her if her makeup comes off, she still looks pretty.
you think
Yeah.
she'll still be pretty even
Yeah,
without the
definitely.
makeup?
Nothing's going to change. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask, ladies. So far, we have 2 more images for the body coming up. What are you guys thinking about the numbers that the guys are saying? Like, is it surprising you? Like, what do you think, Larina? How you feeling about it?
Sometimes I get very surprised. Like I look at her and I think she's super pretty.
Yeah, it's surprising, and that's why we're having
Yeah.
this discussion, because how guys think versus how we
And
think.
as a Latina, that's our average body type, like culturally and personally, I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, because that's what she talks. It's Latin to me. Yep.
And you can
Again,
also
we
see
can't
she has nice
looks.
features.
Yeah.
What's that?
You said she has nice curves.
Yes, and her facial features.
Yes.
I think if you see her from the front, according to the proportion of her arm to thigh, I think she has
Like
nice
this.
proportions.
Yeah.
Oh, her thighs are very thick. Those are very nice. But again, I just wanted to see more. That's all.
And don't forget the collarbones.
Thaddeus and the damn collarbone.
Don't forget
Yes.
those.
Listen, y'all, don't be a Thaddeus DM if your collarbone ain't on point, okay?
No, I thought she would be rated higher.
Okay, Nadia says she's not too surprised, so it's really interesting, ladies. All right, we got 2 more for the body. Okay, so we have another person here, another body type, a little bit of the weight on the stomach part, but outside of that, other parts aren't as chubby. So let me know what you guys think about this body type, where you got some of the weight in the middle and the other parts might be more on the average size. Okay, so ladies, what are we thinking? What are the guys gonna say? Laurina, Nadia,
Guys
Aisha.
are going to say 3.
You say 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like a 4 or 5. I'm gonna say, so you said 3, I say 4/5.
I think 3.
What do you ladies think? Anisha said 6. Okay, so we got different numbers. We got a 3, 4/5, and a 6. Nadia said 4. Okay, so we got between 4 and 6. What is what the ladies thinking you guys are gonna say? Thaddeus, what's your number?
I'm gonna go with say an adjustable 5.
What is an adjust?
That
Thaddeus,
means,
what's adjust?
that means that she can easily go either way,
She could,
but very easily,
she could easily go to a 6 or a
very
4?
easily to a 7. As a matter of fact,
If she did what?
just hit the gym.
Okay,
Yeah, 7 easy.
You
okay.
could see the collarbone if she hit the gym.
Her face is pretty. Her face is really pretty.
Okay, so she just work on the body maybe to get the tummy down. Shoot, boom.
Easy.
Okay.
She go to Dr. Miami. She come off that table.
Why? Okay. So right now you said she's adjustable 5. Okay. Amari.
I mean, she's a 5. She look like one of my son's teachers. Like she looks like she just look like an average, she could improve. The hair. She look like a teacher. I'm sorry, she got mom bod, but she could hit the gym and look real good. I mean, yeah.
So she's 5. It looks like she looks average, but you could work with it. If she just hit the gym, she could go up a notch or 2. Okay, Charlie gave her an adjustable 4. Okay, so we got 5, 5, and 4. Joffrey, what's your number?
I gave her a 4. I don't. To be honest, I don't find her to be that pretty. I think if she wore her hair differently, she'd look better. But I'm looking at her thighs at the top there, and I think if we saw more angles of her, her rating might jump up a little bit. But,
Okay,
yeah,
so
I give her a 4.
Joffrey's all about the angles.
we got somebody
I like the
about the
full picture.
collarbone. We got someone about the angles. Okay, listen. So Jay said 4. So it looks like for most of the guys, we got between a 4 and a 5 on this one, and definitely adjustable. So it looks like if you just hit the gym a bit, maybe change her hairstyle, she could go up a number or two. So that is interesting too. We're gonna talk about that in a moment. Again, adjusting your number. Last one on this round. So this one we got a thickums, and the ratio according to Joffrey. So what do you guys think about this body type? The top ratio to the bottom. What do you think about this body type? Okay, Nadia, ladies in the chat, what do you think the guys are going to rate this one? Anisha said 7. Okay. Ooh, man. I don't know because you guys have been, I can't read y'all sometimes. I can't read y'all. I'm going to say 6. Larina, what do you think?
This is really tough. This is a tough one.
It is.
Because would you say she's average?
In my opinion,
Not really.
in my opinion, I think she's got a great shape, but she's going to be a little bit too much for most guys. So that's why
Yes.
she's 6. So
But
she had that
definitely not
shape
average.
and was
So
smaller.
a 6. I think a 6 sounds fair.
Yeah. I feel like if she was this shape but smaller, she would be what guys like. But I feel like she's just a little bit too much for most guys. Charlie said 6. BBL, lot of mercy. 6. Okay. So Lorena and I think you guys are gonna say 6. Nadia said 6. Anisha said 7. Joffrey, what number would you give her?
I give her a 6 initially.
Okay, a 6. Why a 6?
Because she's shapely. She, like you said, she's heavy, but she has a shape to her. Her weight is distributed to nice parts of her body. So it's she has wide hips. This is another picture where the face is missing. The face could have, I mean, she could be real pretty. That would have bumped her up as well, but
Oh, okay.
can't really see her face. I'm not convinced, but I think she's real. I'll give her about a 6.
So just on body, you give her a 6. If her face was really pretty, how much can she go up from that?
Oh, she could go to a 8.
Okay,
Real
to an
pretty,
8. Okay, all right. How about you, Amari? What number are you giving her?
When you say she may be too much for some guys, what do you really mean by that?
I feel her weight. I feel like for some guys, maybe it's too much weight. Like they
Do
are.
what?
Sorry.
I mean, it's not too much for me for sure, but I'm still gonna give her a 6.
You said it's not too much for you. It's not too much weight. So
I
why
mean,
you give her 6 then?
I don't know what you're trying to do with the weight, but I could definitely handle that. But that's just not my type. I mean, on a certain night maybe, but on a regular day,
Okay.
No, listen. When I say too much weight, I'm not saying that you can't handle it. I'm just saying
that's
it's
what I
not.
thought. That's what I heard. I heard
It's,
it can't
what I'm
handle
trying
it.
to say is that it's not the preference, is what I mean. Y'all would prefer it to be maybe that shape, but just down some. Okay, so did you say 6, Omari?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Joffrey 6, Omari 6. Let's check the collarbone first. You guys
She definitely ain't got no collarbone.
we talk about the other chicken. Okay, Thaddeus, what number would you give her?
6.
6.
Yeah, the fat is definitely in the fun places.
So why a 6? Is it if she went down in size?
Well, you could tell like it's creeping to other areas, so she really not supposed to be that big.
Okay.
Look at her arms.
Okay.
Yeah. So if she was, if like you said, if she was probably down a little bit more, where you could tell that was more her size, like she was just thick. Oh yeah, she would definitely jump a couple of numbers.
Okay, what if she was this body type, but her face was really pretty?
Oh yeah, so
would she still be a 6?
No.
What would she be?
Like they said, an 8.
Like an 8 if her face was
well,
really pretty.
I wouldn't put that 8. I would put like a 7.
Like a 7 if her face was really pretty. Okay. Jay's a hard. Jay gave a 4. My goodness, Jay has been giving everybody a super low score. Lot of mercy. Okay. So, so it looks like on average the guys are giving this lady a 6, and if her face is pretty, she might get an extra point. But if she definitely went down in size, she could be a higher number. So they like the proportion on this one. Okay, so that's all that I had for just the body discussion. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Marina, if you gotta go, you can go when you need to, okay? Because I don't want to keep you too long. I know this is going quite a bit, okay? Just as a side
Oh,
note.
it's fine. It's okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, so guys and ladies at home, coming on this discussion. Okay, so we looked at all these ladies' bodies. I feel like based on the discussions I've had with men, and even what Nadia said earlier, the body, in terms of points, the body weighs more. So the girl could have a not cute face or just an average face, but if her body's banging, her number could be high or up. But if her body is not on point, but her face is gorgeous, she cannot get a high number at all. Is that correct?
That's
Like, is the
crazy
body?
to me. I think the face should bump you up like 4 points.
And that was, I think, bewildering to me and other women like Lorena and I, because we're thinking, okay, how can you have a low number if you are beautiful? Like, how is that possible? But can you guys elaborate on that? You know,
I'm,
how far does the face versus the body get you?
Because think
I
about it.
mean,
So your face is an attraction, but your body is a sexual desire. Like men never look at a woman and lust after her face. Like nobody never did that. You lust after a woman, her body. It's the body parts,
Okay.
right? So that's why it's so important because it's like a sexual aspect. You would rarely find a man look at a woman's face and get aroused. No, he has to look at body parts.
Ooh, is
Yeah,
that true, guys? Come on, let me hear what y'all got to say. Joffrey and Omari.
You think
dominant.
about like the basic love language of men, right? Like when you're when you're getting hot and heavy, you're kissing on your lady, but what if your hands are not caressing her face? Your hands are all over her body, you know?
Yes.
So that's why when you see them curves, that speaks. It's not us being shallow. It's just where all of that goes into what Nadia said, the sexual attraction. Like she has a beautiful face, that's great. But if you can see her rib cage, it's like you're thinking about that don't seem as comfortable to grab and hold up onto compared to this lady here. So
Okay, now Jay in the comments said, "Beautiful to women is a beat face nowadays."
Yeah. Or if they got their nails done, and yeah, I'm a pretty girl. Just because like you got your nails done and your face is like no, like you,
yeah.
and then like you, it's a package thing, and that's where a lot of women go wrong. They think that, well, because I just did my makeup or I put on really nice clothes, it's like no, like you need to. It's a package thing. It's the face and the body.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nadia wrote a comment. Nadia, I need you to elaborate. You said you didn't have any with some really ethnic features. Oh, I didn't have any with really ethnic. What do you mean by really ethnic features? I need to
black
elaborate
women,
on that a bit
Yeah,
more.
like dark. You didn't have any.
black,
You didn't have my type for sure.
Oh, tell me, what's your type, Omari? Maybe we could go around and say that. What is your 10, Omari? Because you did give someone a 10, but what's your type? Like,
I
what's your
mean,
type?
that was a sexual arousal type of 10. That wasn't like, yeah, I'll make her my wife type of
Oh,
deal. You know?
so
I
tell me,
mean,
what's a 10, Omari? What would she
I
look
mean,
like?
I like a dark skin, slimmer side woman. I'm not like I said, I'm not into like huge parts. I like the full, like he's into like neck bones. I like a full cheek, like when she smiles, and
Oh,
I want to see like up here, you know.
yes.
So look good, do it again, Laura. You see you did like that. Just see like up here, it got like a little push. I like that.
Okay, so Omari likes the natural dark skinned sisters with the
Yeah.
cheekbones. Okay, how about you, Joffrey? What's a 10 for you?
well, I sent you all. Well, yeah, I
Oh yeah,
typically
you'll
like.
talk about it in a bit. I'm sorry. Do you want
Yeah,
to talk
yeah.
now or wait till then?
Basically, I like black women and Latinas because the kind of shape I like is more common found among those populations. So
Okay. So Jay said we want natural. Is that true on average? You guys prefer? It looks like you guys all prefer like more
yes,
natural.
yes.
Yeah.
Natural is the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's the discussion on that. That is, what's your 10? The collarbone and what?
Definitely the collarbone. The
The lady, the one that was the 10. That's your
yeah,
10. Okay, got you. That's
the
your
little
type.
the little curly hair,
Got you.
she's pretty in the face, got a little
Okay.
something going on downstairs.
Okay, got you. So guys, so it looks like again the body weighs more than the face. So ladies who are watching, take note of that. So can the ladies increase their number if they get their body on point? So any of these
Most
ladies watching,
definitely.
I think Joffrey,
Definitely, yeah.
I think Joffrey, wasn't you the one who said that? Like most people can get up to a 6 or a 7. Is that
Everybody
true?
can get to a 7. Yeah.
Everybody can get to a
At
7. Do y'all
least I'll
agree
say
with
let me say it like this. Every man can definitely get to a 7. Every female, for the most part, I'm imagining a woman that's just shaped like a plank through and through, but
that? So
with some
most
work, I think. Yes, every person can get to a 7. She hits the gym and she focuses certain parts. Yeah, she can make it.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it looks like so women can increase their number. So if you find that you're lower on the scale, get your body on point, it looks like, right,
Yep.
guys? Get your
yeah.
body.
I've dated a girl and she did not. She was not pretty, but her body was impeccable.
Mm.
Like like when she, when she took that clothes off, I was like, man, I don't think anybody messing with you right now. And she turned around for me. I was like, it was perfect. So her face didn't even matter anymore. She was beautiful to me.
Amari, when you say she was not pretty, was she passable or was she like you didn't want to look at her face? Was it like bad? Is what
I
I'm saying.
mean, if she was sitting down and had like a big comfort over her, and all you could see was her face, I'd be like, nah.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
But she
Okay.
turned out to be she had a pretty good personality, so it made it easy. It made it very easy.
Okay, Nadia asked a question. What do they mean by natural? If a woman gets lipo, that's not natural, but is that also included? So,
As long as we don't notice.
oh, as long as you can't
Yeah.
tell,
As long
is
as it
that what it
looks
is?
natural. Yeah.
You can tell. You can tell. I mean, listen, I am not doing that ever again. I'm sorry. I don't know if she went to the wrong doctor,
No,
but
like yeah, she probably got one of the cheap operations, but
I mean,
if she goes to like Dr. Miami, like you cannot tell. You cannot
but
tell
no,
at
I
all.
thought no, that's what she told me. She said I went to Dr. Miami. I said a real one. She's like, I
Nah.
went to
She went to
Africa.
the
But look,
Dr. Miami in Hialeah.
but
Okay,
yo, the body is stacked like an ant, right?
okay.
Like so, I like to give massages or rub downs or feel ups, wherever you come from, how you want to call it. You know, I a feel up kind of guy. So I like to do oil and all that stuff, and your hands just don't flow naturally across the body. Like there's like interruptions as you reach to certain parts. Like the hip is an abrupt stop, and then you have to like go around. It doesn't flow. It just feels obstructed. I'm telling. It feels like an ant. It's a stacked body, and then they don't gain weight in that area anymore because it's all scar tissue. So the weight goes other places. So you just kind of like look at it being like constricted in certain body parts. But I didn't like it at all. I ain't doing that again. I hope she's not listening, but I'm sorry, dude.
Nadia, I think that's what the guys mean, like natural hair, not a lot of makeup, not the crazy eyelashes. Like they just want the woman to look more on the natural side, okay? Not all the extra
Yeah, you know
stuff.
about it all.
Okay, so let me ask you guys, because I know some of y'all mentioned about the hair and the way she dressed. Can a woman make her number higher by the way she carries herself? So if she dresses a certain way and does her hair and makeup a certain way, can her number go up a number or two? Can that happen? Guys?
I
Yes,
mean,
at least a number.
I'm sorry?
Maybe by
At
like
least a number.
He said Thaddeus said by point something.
yeah, like for instance, right? So the way how you dress, like what do you mean the way how you dress? The thing is, like if you have a bad body, there's very little that you could do to hide it. Like you can't hide that. You just have a so and if you have what you could do with your hair. I mean, if you have it puffy, if you have it down, if you don't have a pretty face, ain't not much you could do about that.
But some hair complements, people's body, the way they look, their face. Certain hairstyles make them look better than
To
others.
you,
That's
yes,
what I'm asking
yeah,
to
to you,
guys.
yeah,
Just
no,
because
yeah.
the
you, but
first two ladies.
to us, like you look at a woman, like you have face, you could interchange, you could put a weave, a wig, like it might go up like a point, like maybe a point something here or there, but in your face doesn't change.
But the
Yes.
I
first two
have a
ladies y'all
question.
talked about their hairstyle.
Yeah, the lady with the split in the middle and it was down curved to the side. Like I agree with him. If she fixes that, she might get a
Yeah,
point some extra, but it's not gonna be a major change to
yeah,
her.
it's
Okay.
not no
It's
major.
little things, incremental steps to get to that up there.
Okay, Joffrey, are you feeling the same way as the guys? The other
Yeah,
guy?
pretty much. Especially if it's a black woman. That's if she's not wearing her hair natural, I prefer to at least look natural. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not. It's just I've always generally preferred that.
Okay. Alrighty. So let's go. Okay. So let me ask you guys a question. How far will a guy date from his number? And I'm asking you this because I want women to understand if we just talked about this whole rating discussion and you say, okay, I identify myself as a four based on this discussion. What kind of guy is going to want a four? Like, how much numbers does a guy go up or down from where he's at? So if a guy looks at a woman and he's like, okay, she's a four and he's like a six, is he going to go down to, up to? Like, is there like a threshold in which guys will go? And this is just so women can understand, what kind of guy they can get based on their number, just solely on looks. Tell me, guys.
I, I mean, I've been with a where I thought was a 10. Like when I first saw her, I'm like, damn, she is fine. And then when I got her, all my friends are like, yo, how did you get that? And they continuously lust over her. I would go places with her and just let her go in front of me and just see like the pandemonium that takes place. Like I'm amazed at how many people like thought she was so beautiful. She go places get free stuff, and like I wouldn't want to be with that 20. Like I wouldn't want to marry her. you know.
Okay, so
But
how much numbers above yours would you go, or how much below?
below, I would go pretty low. I would go like a 6. 5. Like I mean, beauty. At the end of the day, like the beauty is not it's short term, like I need to have good conversation, I need to be intrigued, I need to be challenged, I need somebody with like all those different qualities ain't got really much to do with the looks. And I've been with a fine ass dime piece that dropped jaws at the door. So it ain't really like it's not really a thing for me that I need for purpose in my life to go forward.
Okay, so I want to know because women, what we want to know is y'all approaching us. So it's nice that y'all say when you get to know us, we know it might be nice for personality, but y'all not gonna holler at us if we're not looking the way y'all want us to look.
I
So
mean
we
you will
talk about
hope that
based on physical. How much up or below your number will you go? Thaddeus, tell me.
So you have to remember, like this. There's two different ways that reasons why guys would approach you. Number one is to smash,
Okay.
and especially if you're a guy and you're pretty up. Like let's say you're a guy who's like like you're above 6 feet. You're very handsome. You got some muscles and all that stuff. You don't have a problem getting ladies. Let's say you're like a 9 or 10. Like
Yes.
really chisel. There's every most women will find you attractive.
Yes.
You would see a lot of those guys dating 5s and 4s. You know why? For them, it's more about the numbers. If you date someone on his level, it's a lot more. You look at this girl, she's cute. You know that you're handsome, but she knows that she's cute. She's not gonna be super impressed with your looks,
Mm,
because she's like, well, I could get other handsome men too. But you a 9, you dating a 4. She know that she can't get many guys that look like you,
mm,
so she's not gonna play a lot of games.
mm.
And so if he's just trying to smash, then yeah, he guys would date people way lower than them, and that's we could get into that another time. How that gives women a false sense of like entitlement and delusion, because now they're thinking like, yo, I'm worth that. Like that's what I need. And it's the truth is that like no, that guy was just interested in you because he knows that you're easy. But as far as me personally, I would not go below an 8 to a 10 in my book. Remember, what makes an 8 or 10 is different from your regular what everybody would think. Because the type of girls you might see me with and be like, like that's a 4, and I was like, bro, you crazy? You don't see this? So but for me, I would not go with somebody that I did not find attractive.
Okay, so do you think that number is within 1, 2, 3 from where you're at? Like, how far would a guy go from his own number? That's my question. So, do you think most guys are gonna go 2 above or 2
Well,
below?
most guys go below, right? So most
So
get
most guys get women that are less attractive than them.
yeah, well, or where their sexual market value is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you think guys go like what, a number or 2 below
Definitely,
theirs?
because remember, women always are dating up, so they always want somebody that's better than them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
women
Okay.
don't. Women really rarely date down in any way.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what about you, Joffrey? Like, do you think men, based on looks, would date a woman, a certain numbers above, below? What do you think?
If he finds her attractive, yeah. Yeah, so like you might look at a woman and say she's a 4, you might look at a guy and say he's a 9, but to him she's a 10 because that's what she has what he likes. So yeah,
Okay,
I think they do.
so it's not you're because I thought guys looked at
It's
themselves.
not static.
See, this is why I'm getting confused because I'm thinking that guys know what their number is and they approach women based on their number. Is that not the case?
I mean,
You know,
what Thaddeus said earlier, right? For the girl I was dating, she knew she was fine. She knew she could get any guy in the room, but she knew that I didn't care. Like I wasn't like a puppy under her. So that kind of made me more attracted to her. I don't think she was like, then this guy's better than me. Let me be with him so I can upgrade myself. You know, she just kind of like my confidence and how I just didn't really, I wasn't insecure about none of the stuff that most guys would be. But I wouldn't want to be with her. I wouldn't want that attention like all day, all the time that she continuously gets. I can do without it. I don't
Okay.
mind, but
So Omari, so you would prefer a woman that's closer to your number? Is that what you're saying?
I don't even know what my number is.
Oh, love.
I
Okay.
think we need to do an episode where women rate men so that they kind of get it.
I mean,
Yeah.
we wouldn't care. We wouldn't understand. We wouldn't like it. Nothing would. It wouldn't register with us. We just be like whatever. Like we don't want to know. We don't care. Like you guys care. We don't care.
Okay, so
We
Charlie said
don't-
most men get in where they fit in unless it's one of them days. Well, so it's interesting. So it looks like most of you guys are saying you're gonna go for what you like. So you're not necessarily saying, "Hey, I'm this number, so I'm gonna look for
yeah,
something that's this number." You just
No.
look at what you like. Is that what I'm hearing?
that's how I go about it. I don't really think about my number compared to hers. It's I don't know. That seems no.
So do
I
you
don't know
think
anything
it's
about that.
crazy that women do that? Because women want to get somebody that they find attractive, but I hear men complain like, "Hey, like girl, chill, you a 4, like you think you deserve this 9." But we doing the same thing. We going after what we like to see. Like,
It goes
what's
both
wrong?
ways.
Is there something
You
wrong
got
with
you have to be realistic. Like you like what you like, but then you weigh things and say, well, she's here. She probably ain't gonna be interested in a person like me. You can and oftentimes when a person thinks like that, they're wrong, as it turns out. But I don't know. I don't necessarily think people approach dating like they're just looking at numbers or themselves compared to the other person. It's hey, I think this person is attractive. I like her. Uh, let me go see what's up. Maybe
that?
I'll like her, but I
Okay.
don't. I've never looked at a girl and thought, well, I'm this number, and she's about 2 numbers beneath me. That's about as far or anything like that. I
Okay.
don't know if
you
women. I
know,
mean, do women look at guys and say, well, he looks
No,
more
I think
attractive
you like
than
what
me?
you like. I agree.
Yeah,
Thaddeus,
Guys,
you have
I
to
gotta
say
go.
1 second. Go, wait, oh, Lorena, what'd you say?
No, I said that now. I gotta go.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Lorena, so
Thank you
much.
guys.
Thank
It was
you.
fun.
Okay, Thaddeus, you were gonna make a comment?
Yeah, I would say that I would call BS on that. Like, guys, what you look at some women and you know they're out of your league. Like, you know that you look at this woman, you're like, yo, I can definitely not.
you're wrong most of the time.
Not
Most
like
of the time you think like that, you're wrong.
Yeah,
even if you were to get her, for you to keep her, you already knows that like, come on, like especially in
yeah.
Miami, you're way out of your league. Now there might be some miracle where you would be able to get somebody like that, but that's not the norm. You know what I'm saying? Girls that are like real baddies, like 9s and 10s, like I'm talking about baddies, like true 9s and 10s, like they're not messing with any old dude off the street. And
Yeah,
that's why I
so
said if most guys would only go with someone who they find really attractive, like an 8 or 9 or 10, who they find attractive, not who is like a real, like a certified baddie, like one of these girls on Instagram that has like 2 million followers just because she's pretty. Like you're not going up to that girl on the street. I am sorry, like you're not doing that.
yeah,
Okay,
I've told a friend of mine to like really back in, like, bro, look what she's wearing,
Yeah,
look at the nails, look at the bag. That is way out of your league. That is far. You not. That is just leave that alone.
okay.
Have
So let me
either of
ask y'all
y'all
then. So what are women to do with this information? If they look at themselves and say, okay, I'm a 4, should they care about the kind of guys that they like, and pursue? Or should they say, hey, I'm this number, so I need to be mindful that these kinds of guys will like me and these may not? You get what I'm saying? Like, what should women, or should women not care? Should women say, hey, I'm a 4, but I don't care. I'm going to like what I like and only date those kinds of guys? You get what I'm saying? Like, how valuable is this information in terms of
depends
rating?
on what type of guys the woman likes. Like if you have a girl who's into black men or even Hispanic men, you know typically the type of women, how women are shaped that we like. And if you're not shaped like that, the best thing you can do is work to like living more up to that, getting to that shape if you want to. But I don't yeah, that's it.
But I think women need to realize that they cannot play that numbers game as long as men can play that numbers game. Like
Mm.
we can be picky for a longer period of time than women can. You have your clock is not as wide as ours. Like my uncle is 70 years old and he still be doing his thing and he do not look like I'm in my 40s and I still get I go into a shop and people are like, damn, you the youngest person, you the oldest person here. We thought you was the youngest, you know. So we I'm put them I got that that don't crack. So though women shouldn't play that game for too long. You know, a man can get some money and dress a little bit better and get next to car. His number go way up, like 3, 4 numbers up. So y'all don't play that game for too long. That's not your area. Get
Oh
when you get in,
my
you fit in.
God. Okay. So are we saying
For,
that?
for,
Go ahead. Tell me, Thaddeus.
so based on this discussion,
Yes.
one key thing that women can learn from this
Tell me.
is that you can put yourself ahead of the pack, way ahead of the pack, by simply just going to the gym and doing what you need to do. Get a nutritionist and go to the gym. Get your body in the best possible shape that you can. People might say it's quote unquote unrealistic. No, I would say, and that would put you light years ahead of your competition. I mean, if just like for most men, like if every man out here is making $50,000 a year, if you make 150, you have put yourself light years ahead of most men. So you go in a room, you have a conversation. I'm not saying that women are so shallow that that's all they think about. However, when they're talking to you and they find out that you are elite, that you have done the work, put in the work, you definitely get a higher rating in their book. I don't care what they say. Same thing with women. You want to put yourself in the elite status, you get in the best possible shape that you can, and you will elevate your status. Even if you're not pretty in the face, we have just discussed it. We just saw that if you got what's going on there, you go to the gym, get yourself a little squat booty, get you that little thigh gap. There's ways to get all that stuff. Make sure that your body is tight, and you will definitely elevate yourself.
Ooh, thank you. Jay Davis said, women, just stop overpricing your hoo-ha. Be realistic.
You could
So-
tell women that all day long. But
So I'm guessing that the women, I guess, they can look at the guys that normally approach them, I guess, so they can say, okay, maybe I'm this number based on the guys that approach me. What do you guys think about that? Like
guys approach
guys approach everybody.
You're gonna have, like I said, you're gonna have the fine guy, and he just sees you as an easy mark.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay, so ladies, you heard it here. Looks like body weighs a lot more than face, and if you just try to be in the best shape possible, so you can get a higher quality guy or a guy that might be more attractive to you. And it looks like beauty is definitely in the eyes of the beholder. On some of these numbers, you saw some of the guys rated them high, others really low. So guys just like what they like. So that is interesting. Again, like Lorena said, we're going to do an episode where we have the women come on and rate guys. Okay, so let's go to the face real quick. I got face pics. Let's do these real quick before we go. Everyone on the chat, thank you for joining. Say hi when you get in. Let's rate these faces real quick. First face. Everyone, let us know what you think the guys are going to rate this face as. And guys, let me know what you're thinking.
6.
So you said 6. That is
Face.
6.
Just face.
Joffrey, Omari.
6.
I give it about a 9 or a 10.
Ooh, see, 9 or 10 and 6. That's a big difference. Omari, what you giving the face?
I mean, she looked good to me. I mean, she just looked like somebody I know, honestly.
I hope it's not from her page. Go ahead. Nadia said she's thinking the guy said 6. Nadia said 6. Joffrey said 9. Omari, what number are you giving her for her face?
She got about an 8 to me.
An 8. Okay, so 2 guys gave her really high. Okay, so Thaddeus, what's wrong? Why the 6 for the face?
6 is actually cute.
Oh,
by the
6
way.
is
Yeah.
cute.
5
Okay.
is 5 is average.
5 is average.
6
6
is cute. Yeah. she's
Okay. Okay. All right. So good to know. Charlie gave her a 6. Jay gave a 6. Willie gave a 5. Okay, so it looks like she's getting a lot of 5, 6s, but from Joffrey and Omari, she got those points higher. Guys, why did you guys give her a higher score? What do you think?
She's pretty. She has.
That's my type. That's
She's
all.
your type. She's
Yeah.
closer to what you guys like.
Yeah.
See, that's why this conversation is so interesting. Next picture, real quick. Guys, tell me, what would you rate this one? Face, on the face.
7.
7 on the face. Joffrey, Omari.
Give it about a 9.
9.
Right.
Joffrey, 9. Omari,
About 8, 9 on the face.
8, 9. So it looks like Joffrey and Omari, you guys are in sync with the face so far. Thaddeus, you kind of hard on the face, man, compared to these guys.
Looking for the
First girl, she was cute. 6.
Okay.
This one, she is cute.
So she get a 7.
7. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
she was collarbone though.
Yes, you see those collarbones popping. But she said just the face.
Just the face.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You're gonna be looking for collarbones now.
Yes, she'll go up. She'll definitely go up. Just the
Okay.
face.
Guys, let me know. Charlie said her face is a 7.5. Willie said her face is an 8. Okay, so it's looking like she's getting between 7 and 9 with these guys. Next, real quick. Okay, we got this one. What would you guys rate her face? Face alone.
5.
Okay, Thaddeus said 5.
Yeah, the average woman.
Joffrey, Omari.
Between an 8 and a 9.
That's
Joffrey,
my kind of
8 and 9.
Yeah, 9 for me.
Wow. Okay, so Joffrey and Omari, y'all got the same kind of taste in the face.
They got the taste.
Smile, she, you know.
Okay, Willie said 8.
You got
Willie
pretty
said
smile,
8.
complexion, lips.
Yeah.
Charlie said 5. Okay. So, okay, we got 3 guys who gave 8, 9. What'd you give her?
5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, 5. So you and Charlie on the same one with this one. And 2 guys. See, ladies, that's why it's so interesting. You just don't know what these guys are going to pick. Okay, next pick. What would you guys give this lady?
She's cute. I'd say 6.
Okay, Thaddeus said, well, damn, God, I want to know what's a 10 for you in face. We'll see as the pictures come. So Thaddeus said 6. Joffrey, Omari, what y'all giving this picture?
Like a
6.
3.
6? Oh, what, Omari, what number did you say?
3.
Ooh, Omari said 3. Ooh.
I don't know what y'all like about this one at all.
Ooh, Omari said she missing the melanin. Is that Oh, God. Joffrey,
Listen, I asked the question first.
Omari, you give her what, a 6? I mean,
What?
Joffrey, I'm sorry. Joffrey, you give her 6?
I give her between a 5 and a 6.
5 and 6. Thaddeus, you gave her 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So 5, 6. Nadia said, really? Jay said 5.
I don't
Okay.
see no sofrito, nothing going on, bro. I don't see nothing.
Charlie said adjustable 5. So it looks like most people are giving her a 5, 6. Okay. Next. We all want to know, is it really an Asian thing? Are y'all really a thing that everyone wants to try? Is that true? Guys, what do y'all date? What are you guys rating her?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Asian women. Like, I don't know. Like,
You're not sure how you feel about them?
not that I just don't know how to rate them.
Oh, you don't know how to rate? What
Yeah.
you mean you don't know how to rate them? Lad. Okay, Omari, Joffrey, what would y'all guys in the chat? Oh look, Willie gave her 7. Okay, hold up, Willie. So Asian is your thing then, because Willie, you've been getting everybody 4 and 5. So Willie gave her a 7. Guys, what y'all giving her? Oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't Willie. It was Jay giving the lower numbers. I'm sorry, Willie. Forgive me. So Willie gave her a 7. Joffrey and Omari, what would you give her?
Give her about a 5.
Joffrey says 5. Omari?
Yeah, 5, 4.
5. Why y'all giving her a 5?
I don't know how to do this. The documentation for this one.
Like Asian women, I don't know.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's just
they
different.
just got different features.
Y'all, that's so interesting. Okay.
She just average to me. Like, when it comes to Asian women, I like the South Pacific ones. But, I don't think she's unattractive. But I'm not,
Yeah, like the Filipino type of deal,
the Vietnamese, yeah.
Okay.
Cambodia type of deal, but this one look like Japan, like just a white Asian. We want a brown. We like the brown Asian.
Browning.
Yeah.
I love me girl, I love me bike, I love me money and thing. But most of all, I love me browning. Pop, Omari. All right, so Charlie said he normally doesn't find Asians attractive, but he'll give her a 6. All right now. Okay, so what about this one? We got a couple more. What do you think about this lady? What would you guys give her? Tell me, guys.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Huh?
10.
Omari, you passed? What you said?
So 10.
10. Omari said 10. Joffrey?
10.
10. Thaddeus, let me hear your number.
I'm right here somewhere. I don't know.
Thaddeus.
Face alone, 8.
Face said 8. Okay. We got between 8 and 10. Willie said 8. Okay, so she's ranking up there among the girls so far. Okay. Next. What do you guys think about this one?
She's cute. 7.
7. I got a 7.
About an 8.
8, 7, 8. Omari.
She's like a 7.
7, 7 to 8. Jay says 6. Charlie says 8. Okay, so she looks like she's around the 7, 8 area for you guys.
Cute.
Okay, you guys know her. Tiffany, I think Haddish is her last name. What would you guys rate her face?
I think Tiffany cute though. Y'all might not. She might be annoying sometimes. She might not be funny
That's the
too much.
thing.
But
We're not
It's
talking
hard
about
like when they're
personality.
famous because you
I
might find.
want you to put that out your mind. Don't let society pressure you into some number
Yeah.
that you'll need to be going to.
So what about the face? Willie gave her a
6.
7.
Yeah, 6.
Thaddeus
She's
says
cute.
7,
Yeah, she's cute.
6. Joffrey, Omari, what number?
I've seen her when she's wearing her hair different and she's an 8 in the face. But in this picture, maybe about a 6, 7.
6, 7.
I
Okay,
think
Omari,
it's an 8 still.
you'll still give her an 8?
Yeah.
Okay, Joffrey, sorry, Charlie said 6 for Tiff. Okay, so it looks like she's getting between a 6, 7 type, and if she maybe did her hair different, an 8 for some folks. Okay, what about this one? Face only, face.
5.
Okay.
I got a 5 for
Yeah.
Thaddeus. What did you say, Omari?
I go 4.
Okay, we got a 4, a
Oh,
5.
okay.
All in one area.
I'm gonna go with a 2.
That's
I'm going
that's
with
an
2,
average, pretty average face. She's not ugly at all, like by any stretch of the imagination.
So what number? Willie said 3. Whoo.
Jeez.
Okay, so damn, 3. So we got a 3, we got a 4. Thaddeus, what you said? 5?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
If
Joffrey.
you add in the
I
bottom,
give her a 2.
Oh, Joffrey said 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 2, 3, 4, 5. Lad, Thaddeus said if we add the boobies, she gets an 8. So listen, if y'all ain't got the collarbone and y'all not
you
got
gotta
the
have
rack,
something. You gotta have something. I'm sorry. But you know what's funny though? As we're going through this, like what I really thought about is like, yo, like God made sure that He gave every woman something that a man loves. And you know, sometimes the reason why women can't find out because you mismanage whatever God gave you. Like if He gave you long hair, there's just some men who just love long hair. Like that's just their thing. It don't matter nothing else going on. They love long hair. You got some men they love boobies. Yeah, like don't really matter what else going on. As long as you don't get ridiculous, you can pass with it. Like you might not have a pretty face, but you got this, you can get that. You know, so just don't mismanage. You know what you got.
that's a great tip. Love it. Okay, so last one in terms of face. Y'all know this one, don't ya?
That's a 10. That's a
Ooh,
10.
Joffrey said 10. 10 right away. Omari,
It's a 9.
9, 10, 9. Dad, what you giving her?
Yeah, 9.
9. Ooh, so she ranked high with everybody. Guys in the chat, let me know what y'all, Sanai Lathan, I believe is how you say her name, what you guys rating her. Okay, guys. So before we get to our conversation, I'm going to hand it over to our certified bootyologist, Joffrey, who's going to give us some more information here on this discussion. Joffrey, take it away.
All right, so I sent you these pictures just to illustrate, because I noticed that a lot of women seem to think that when we rate women, it's a static thing. Like if we have a 10 here, that's the only 10. But every picture I sent you is, in my opinion, an example of a 10, but they all look completely different. So that's the reason I sent you that batch, just to get that point across. You have the slim thick. You have like your regular type right here. That's just like across the board, across most cultures. I'm sure they consider her a 10. And then you have some other women that some dudes might be intimidated by that. But me personally, I look at that. I'm like, okay, that's a 10. She has what I like primarily. Her face is also cute enough. But my focus is I see it's being met in this picture. Then you have some other women that people might consider to be fat. This is just okay. So this here was an example of just the face, right? I left her body. I got a picture of this actress here with just her face because I find her to be extremely pretty. Women think that we don't care about face, but it is very important to us as well.
I agree with you,
And
Jeffrey,
this-
on that last one.
Yeah, and this is, to me, this is perfect. Now, if you saw the rest of her body, every man in the chat here would rate her a 10, but I just got her face just here by itself, because to me, this is a perfect 10, 100%. You know, but again, just her face. But if you saw the rest of her, anyone would consider her to be a 10. Next slide.
Okay, I love that, Joffrey, because it is, depending, it is like you said, not across the board. As we saw these different images come up, you guys gave different numbers, and it was surprising to me, right? Because especially the girl with the small top and the really big bottom. So I'm thinking, okay, you guys are going to rate that low, but everybody had different shapes, but the numbers kind of flowed. So that was really interesting. So the takeaways from this discussion are one, if you're trying to date Thaddeus, make sure your collarbone and your boobs are on point. Two, if you are interested in Omari, make sure you got that chocolate in there and keep your hair natural for all these guys on the chat. So that's one comment. The second thing is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Sometimes Thaddeus or the other guys gave a high number while the others gave a low number. So it looks like guys have their thing. And to find the guys that like your thing, and if you yourself, your body, weighs a lot more than the face. So if your body's not on point, you want to raise your number. Do the best you can physically to get your body, and that'll really shoot your number up there. Any other comments that I left out, guys, from this discussion?
Get it?
No, yeah.
Anything else, guys? I truly appreciate you guys. You guys are really brave because, I what did you tell me, Omari, when I tried to have you on this episode? You said,
You
why do I
always you always pick us for the controversial stuff.
You said, why are you always picking me to come on the social suicide episode?
Social suicide. That's what it was.
Suicide. I really appreciate y'all being honest because women do need to hear it. And we will have a discussion where we have women rate guys. So I'd like you guys to tune into that as well. Thank you all again so much in the chat for watching. Willie, I saw your comment. Them sweet, sweet yams. Show you the way. Thank you all, and we'll see you guys next time on My Comfy Couch. Toodles.
Like